No, I don't.
You'll be a better person
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it if you are.
If historically, if that kind of thing comes to the table, we talked about this last time I was on, that sort of puts a pressure onto Christians to really put their first foot forward. So it isn't necessarily inherently
Their best foot forward.
best foot forward.
Okay.
Yeah, just to
I always
actually
put my
come up
first
to the
foot forward,
plate.
but-
First, yeah, just to actually have that added amount of challenge in their life to acknowledge whether this is real to them. But I was reading up on this bill. What do you guys think?
I mean, if I see what's happening in the UK
Yeah.
and how they've passed these bills now, and people are getting arrested for posting memes online,
Sure.
or those kinds of things, or parents are being kids are being taken away from
Yeah.
their parents. I think it's really scary. Like I don't think it's good. I mean, it's not surprising living the world we live in,
Right.
but it's more surprising when it goes the other way, I find. But
Should there ever be a scenario where someone is arrested or charged for hate speech?
no,
Never.
no,
I'm not talking about Christians. I'm talking about
I'm a free speech absolutist. It doesn't
Right.
mean I strongly disagree with things people say, but as soon as you start restricting certain speech, like who's
Right.
measuring?
Right. So that is
Are you allowed to say hateful things to any degree?
I don't like it, but I'm a free speech absolutist.
From my understanding, Bill C-9
Are you
is
allowed
an
to say
amendment.
that you want to kill people? Do you think people should be allowed to
Inciting violence,
inciting violence and say
using
that
the
they wanna kill
Quran
people?
to back that up, and now they can't because of Bill C-9.
I don't know how you get around it when you start saying certain things, because now you're picking a morality of some sort, right? And if you're not going to go with the scripture's morality, but you're going to go with whatever you think it is, then you're going to get in the situation we're in now.
So to be fair, we already had laws against
Hate
inciting
speech.
violence and hate
Yeah,
speech.
that's right. This
But I
one,
think the
from my
question
understanding,
is-
was a clause, an amendment to that
Yeah,
very
that is
law to remove the in good faith clause, so that you could use a religious language to sort of say this wasn't hate speech. It has to be interpreted as such.
And
It is
they
not
got
explicitly
rid of
Christian,
that.
by the way.
They got rid of
They
that
just
now.
it just voted. Yeah,
Okay.
tight vote, which makes me think this is a.
Was it like a bunch of liberals voted against it?
Oh, I don't know about that,
No, it
but
was
tight
in
in the
everybody
house.
but the liberals,
Yeah,
right? I mean, it's a wash, right? It's 50-50 there. It's
Yeah.
tough there. I don't know enough about it, guys, or I don't know enough to add any context other than I would agree with Kyle. I definitely would err on the side of freedom of speech in all things. It's like I say to my kids, I mean, you say whatever you want, but
Yeah.
just be prepared for some serious blowback if you say the
Yeah.
wrong thing to somebody.
yeah. When Elon took Twitter and turned it into X, he took the philosophy of let the people work it out, and
Oh, and they're
and
working it
it
out.
was
They're working it out.
It was a huge sense of, oh, this app is now dead right at the beginning, and now it's bigger
where
than
it
ever.
goes.
So
On that note, you can listen to all about that whole process of him
Yeah.
taking it over
Yeah, the Twitter
on Business
files.
Wars.
yeah,
On Business Wars
it's good.
podcast. Amazing.
It's pretty interesting.
What do you guys think about
It's not worth $40 billion.
Another thing is nuts that the things that are being promoted now, like that bill, and then you have the Prime Minister Mark Carney coming out and saying he's disappointed in the Air Canada CEO that he didn't make his statement in French as well after this plane crash at Toronto Pearson Airport.
Yeah,
And now that the Air Canada CEO he apologized, first of all, because he didn't say it in French, and now he's since stepped down. I'm like, literally, like that's what people are stepping down for now, is that they didn't make a statement about a plane crash in French, and the Prime Minister has to get involved and say like I can't believe this is happening.
It's embarrassing.
It's crazy. It's
It's just another
insane.
thing that-
you're emphasizing the fact that it's about the statement and not the fact that a giant accident happened.
I'm emphasizing the fact that
Because he can step down based on the fact that incompetency occurred
that
in his
wasn't anything to
leadership.
do with that.
Okay.
No.
It was because of the statement. It
Okay.
was pretty public. It was,
Okay.
it was a
Okay,
lot
I
of
don't know
public.
much about it.
Yeah.
No, it became instantly went viral, right? Because here you have this obviously tragic situation where
Yeah.
two Canadian pilots lost their life.
Yeah, where
Not
someone
of
should
any
maybe
fault of
lose.
their own. Oh yeah,
someone's
someone will
fault,
lose
right?
their job. Yeah, someone will. But can we answer the question, that listener question?
Yeah,
from
read it.
88. You guys talk about getting not too attached. This is from episode 88. I mean, I think we talk about this stuff all the time. But you guys talk about not getting too attached to a home, and the flower beds and everything that comes with it, because all that is earthly. What about the flip side, where people are never content with what they have and are continually moving to a different home to get a bigger house or more property or a nicer shop? I mean,
Same thing.
yeah, I think it's just the other side of the coin, right? Yeah, I've always looked at it. I don't know. I probably justify what I do too much, so I'll probably
Godliness with contentment is great gain.
Yeah. I mean, it's fascinating. I said it in the last 2 episodes. I've lived in small rentals. I've lived in big houses, owned small houses. I've enjoyed and appreciated things about every single place we've at.
Yeah.
Maria and I just talked about it the other day. Like, we ready to move again. Not because we don't like where we love where we're at, but we're happy. Just
She's
to go
agreed.
experience
I remember something in that.
Yeah, she's definitely. I wouldn't say agreed. No,
Okay.
but she's open to it, which is with me.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Someone
then,
put.
Sorry, go ahead.
You done talking about that one? That
Yeah, I
question?
had another thing I was going to talk about.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Bible versions. That's a note in there. Are you King James version only guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.